Good morning everybody, good morning, it's JPR and welcome back to another video. It's no secret that despite its early success, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee remains as one of the most divisive Pokemon games ever made. And like it or not, their existence could definitely influence future Pokemon games. So looking ahead to Generation 8, which will presumably be releasing next year, let's look at both the good and the bad from Let's Go to determine what should stay and what should go. Keep it! Pokemon appearing in the overworld. This is the way of the future. Screw random encounters. Rare Pokemon are still difficult to find, but it feels like much less of a chore to find them. It just adds so much more life to the overworld map too, rather than looking at an empty grass patch for 20 minutes. This is a good change, and it needs to stay. Leave it! The 1 in 4096 shiny rate. I know, this one isn't really Let's Go's fault. The shiny rate was actually cut in half over 5 years ago when Pokemon X and Y were released, and has stayed at 1046 ever since. But since you can see up to like 12 Pokemon in the overworld now, I think it's almost too easy to find them. I think that shiny Pokemon have been losing their value for several years now, but it's finally getting out of hand. We need to go back to 1 in 8000. Keep it! These awesome new moves that a lot of Pokemon learn now. Despite Let's Go removing many attacks from generations 2 through 7, many of the original 151 Pokemon got buffs to their move pools that they desperately needed. Of course, in my case, all of those years of going to church finally paid off, as Growlithe and Arcanine can finally both learn Play Rough in Let's Go. There are many other examples, but I'll keep it brief. I just hope that a lot of other Pokemon suffering from bad move pools get the same treatment in Generation 8. Leave it! Pikachu and Eevee's new signature moves. That's right, if I see Batty Bad in any game ever again, I might just have to bleach my eyes out. Not only do most of these moves sound extremely childish, but they're just downright broken in most cases. If you don't believe me, then go look at all the bonus effects that these moves have. It's ridiculous. Thankfully, I don't think these moves will ever be seen again, as it's highly unlikely that we'll be able to transfer the starter Pikachu or Eevee to future games, but still, we gotta make sure they stay gone. Keep it! Riding on Pokemon and Pokemon following you. We already know from Sun and Moon's internal data that there's walking and running animations for all 809 current Pokemon, so this one actually seems pretty achievable. Also, I really like the idea of having to ride on your own Pokemon to smash boulders and travel the ocean, but what that also means, leave it, partner skills. Like the Alolan Ride Pokemon, I think partner skills are a little too convenient for traveling, since you'll always have those skills with you no matter what. HMs were way too tedious to keep up with, and these are just too convenient. But I think that being required to catch a water Pokemon to surf, or catch a large Pokemon to smash boulders or climb cliffs, is neither too tedious nor too convenient. You can still make it so that your Pokemon has to learn the skill at a certain point in the story, but just make sure it isn't on a Pokemon that will eternally be with you. Keep it! Starter Pokemon customization. I personally never gave my Pikachu a new hairstyle or dressed it up, but I know that many others had a lot of fun with it. So for those people I have to say, what are you, 12? Nah, but in all seriousness, your starter Pokemon should have that little extra specialness to it, as long as it doesn't come in the form of a dozen broken signature moves or HMs that are permanently attached to it. So even if it's something really small, like putting a bow on your Decidueye, then dang it, let them do it. I like the concept of more unique starter Pokemon. Leave it! This god-awful online system, burn it! Destroy it! Never speak of it! Also leave it! Festival Plaza! Bring it back! The PSS! It wasn't perfect, but it was the best thing we ever had, so why'd you go and abandon it, Game Freak? And finally, keep it, as an option, the motion catching controls. I can't lie, this was way more satisfying than I thought it would be, especially with the Pokeball Plus controller, and I would hate if this thing just had no use ever again after these games. I do think that we should have the more strategic wild battles return where you have to carefully weaken the Pokemon to catch it first, but maybe just have the motion control capture as an option if you want a higher catch rate or bonus EXP or something. That definitely sounds like the best of both worlds. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more, and comment down below on which features you want to see in Generation 8. I'll see you guys next time.